Ziggy, turn on the monitor.
Well, I hope you guys are ready for that. At least some of us, anyway.
Two of us.
Two of us, yeah. So yeah, that was a little bit of a teaser right there of what's to come here in about 3 weeks. So a little bit of a ride down Main Street. You seen the guy on the blue Jetson mobile there on the left hand side? That was Crazy Dave, and I know he's ready. So let's kick this show off with a little bit of. Oh, I got it all over the place. Oh, we got to be ready. Got to get the. And by the way, we got the G-Rat here sitting in front of his brand new Ribbit.
New to me.
New to him. His Jeep.
Yeah.
His Jeep Wrangler.
I had to dig this out of the junk drawer over there so I have something to drink here.
Is that black cherry?
I think so.
That's good stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You see what I got?
Screwball. I got a bottle of that. Here's the good friends.
I think I got a little on me. This is going to get messy.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and make this big screen so I can see your pretty face big time.
You see my pretty face? I see Rat Fink is on here.
Oh, let that boy on. He's got a pretty face.
Yep. And by the way, this is an open invitation to anybody who wants to come on here. I have no particular special guest today. So as you can see, I'm calling you guys my Motley Crue. So, but I know you didn't see this. This is my beer.
Hello there, Rat Fink. If I look a little blurry, it's because you're drunk. I don't know about this old computer here. Who knows? This thing is older than Cool Whip, but most things I got's older than him.
Yeah, I see there were some storms heading through there yesterday anyway. Rat, because I've got my weather bug set for Daytona so I can kind of keep up with the weather. And I was getting some alerts of some thunderstorms down that way. But we got 3 on here. Let's everybody hit that like button. We're going to chat a little bit today about the Daytona and just whatever.
So what's the plans on that day? Bad now. Oh, bad weather down there.
Yeah, he said he's got no internet, so he's on the phone. I see we got our good friend Highway Vixen on here. What's up, Vicky? And by the way, since we're early here, I want to make sure everybody knows that next week on the 19th, and I want to make sure I got my right date before I screw everything up. The 19th. Okay. February 19th and Vicky, unless you decide to do a different time, I'm going to do 8 p.m. 8 p.m. next week. On the 19th will be special guest Highway Vixen on here. And that will be our last live pre-Daytona.
Hopefully not your last live.
No, it won't be my last live, but I will be doing the best that I can with what I have down in Daytona to do a live every day. Last year it was very tricky because I don't know if it was just poor cell service or because there's so many people down there that everybody's hogging up all the bandwidth and it just couldn't do a live very well.
You don't have the high tier on your internet service. They got it in different tiers.
Yeah.
If you don't have the highest tier, they just keep pushing you down farther and farther when you're trying to use the bandwidth.
Well, and I didn't have 5G last year neither, so I'm kind of maybe it might help a little bit because I do want to do a live every day. Hey, Rat, I just did a shot of screwball for you.
And I'll do a hard mics for you.
And that hard mics is good stuff. And then we have, let's see. I know I'm doing fine. How you doing, Gary? Because I know I've not really talked to you in a little while.
Got to find my thumb. There it is. Yeah, we're doing great here. It's cold. It just don't want to warm up.
It's going to be 50 here tomorrow, so you might see a video of me on my bike tomorrow.
I don't even have insurance on mine. It's parked over there, covered up. Electric blanket on it, keeping it warm.
Foster Loy.
Vicky's doing fine. She's still, if you're talking about the big C, well, they got that all out of her. But the operation just leaves her tired, and it could last 2 months. She is mainly gets up, does her things, and has to lay down. She's just winded, tired, but good spirits. Thanks for asking there, Foster.
Yeah, we're glad that she's doing good.
Yeah,
that's a good thing, man. We're so happy that she's doing good. What's up, ZZ?
Oh, you hear about ZZ? He's got the same problem I have. Sturgis is usually on the 8th of August, in middle or last, almost always. Well, the problem with Sturgis on the 8th, that's my anniversary. Well, on the 4th, I think? No, during Daytona, that's ZZ's anniversary too. Yep. So we got to really kiss some serious ass before we leave and after we get back. Ain't that right, ZZ?
And Tess, if you're listening, happy anniversary! And I know we're still a month away on that, but and I send you double thanks for letting ZZ be able to go down and have about a week of fun down at Daytona. And you know to stay glued to the to the YouTube because you're going to see all kinds of good stuff.
Looks like Ratbang found some booze.
What did I do? Well, there's your beer. Kind of bowl of fruit pops. Packing a bowl of fruit pop. Oh, I got you. Never mind. That fruit pop screwed me up. Is that a specific flavor that you have there, Rafink? 10, man. You probably get well, I know you said it was what, 30 there, or what temperature you say it was there, Gary, where you're at?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting up to the high 30s now,
Okay.
but it's still down in the 20s at night. It looks like the 10-day forecast, because I'm watching it too, because I want to get out of here. And it looks like 10 days from now, it's still 30 something, and I ain't. Vicky won't do that. She ain't camping nowhere when it's 30 degrees. So.
Well, I understand that. You missed a shot already, Triple D. I took one. I think everybody's going to be down there, Gary. We're going to have Triple D and ZZ and.
Oh, it'd be a party.
Ratfink is going to be down there. I always want to say rat, but I know if I say rat, there's 2 rats on here.
At least.
So I got to be specific. So Triple D, I'm not quite finished this bottle off yet.
Don't let Charlie Blood see that. He'll finish that sucker off like right now.
So here's the shot time, Triple D. Got a different shot glass for you today.
That stuff's too smooth, ain't it?
Oh man. Oh, I almost can read the label.
Almost.
The backwards.
You know what
label.
we need a YouTube follower that's from out there in the Moonshine State, so we could we could partake with him or her. I'm sure we got one.
Triple D says make sure that Jeep's in park.
Oh yeah.
So we're
Vicky's sitting in and getting ready to rev up the motor just in case I say something bad, she'll run over me.
So where's the other Jeep at? Or is that on the other side, or?
Yeah.
You don't have,
I don't have to move much.
I can't tell which side you're on. Okay, so your truck is outside?
Yeah, and there's the Harley up there, right there. So, yeah, I could get all 3 cars in here, but it don't leave me much room to work. And I occasionally work on something.
Right.
Just occasionally.
Yeah, he's out in the shop, ZZ.
Yeah.
We all know that whole area out there. We see it quite often.
Yeah, we just went out for a drive today in the Jeep and found a new parking lot for anybody that's got an RV. They just put in a brand new RV parking lot, I guess you'd call it. You can spend the night right off the freeway, brand new. I threw a short on there for it, but I had the camera the wrong way.
Vicky, they probably rent bikes down there at Daytona.
Oh, I bet you got to rent one for next year, this year.
Well, it could be right, but I don't. 3 weeks away, it might be kind of hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, ZZ put a GoPro mount on his windshield,
Said he
getting
put one
ready
on
for
the back.
Daytona. Huh?
Yeah, hope that one worked for him. Gunner did that, and this was back when GoPros first come out. We didn't realize they didn't stick that well. So we're all riding, and he's just filming, and all of a sudden, off it goes. And then you can hear us all hunting for it, you know. Where's it at? Is it over here? Is it over there? Pretty soon, one of the guys walks over, he looks down in it. There it is.
Right. What's up, Mr. G?
Hey, Mr. G.
He wants to know how it's going, Gary.
Going great, buddy. Wish we could get out there and see your little thing, but man, 2,700 miles is a long, long way.
It is a Saturday night, and I don't have to work tomorrow, so you never know. And I'm going to have to probably buy another one of these before the trip.
Oh, you think?
This ain't going to last 3 weeks. And I've already had 2 shots, and I had a beer before I got on here, so I'm already about halfway there. I didn't put that comment up there until, I don't know. This is probably, 4 or 5, 6 shots, maybe 4 or 5.
Or one big one.
You might be finishing this live by yourself if I do that.
You remember out there at Sturgis, hell, you'd set a bottle of whiskey on the old table.
Yeah.
And hell, 10 minutes later, it's drank. It's gone.
Well, how many we have here? We had 8, maybe 8-ish.
It's a lot. I never did count them all.
5, 6. Because we even had the 2 neighbors over there too. Let's see.
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know. We might have had 10.
Yeah, it was a good group.
We had too much fun.
Years ago, and there ain't been many years that I had more fun. I'll tell you.
Yeah, we had too much fun because it went too fast.
Oh man, 10 days.
Way too fast.
It was just gone.
It was like a weekend.
The last 2 days sick.
Triple D knows a little bit of something.
AMSOIL?
I run AMSOIL.
Do you?
Yeah.
Only reason I don't run AMSOIL is because if you break down somewhere, you can't usually find it. You have to carry it with you. Good product, very good product.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know that before I ever even started using AMSOIL, I actually talked with a rep at AMSOIL, and because I was asking him about it being able to mix with regular Harley oil or even like what they got, Sin 3, I guess, and they said it doesn't matter, it'll work just fine. So I kind of feel like if I absolutely had to put a different kind of oil in it, I would be good. And then whenever I got to where I was going, then I can just change it. But
yeah.
So I mean
Well, nowadays the bikes like yours, mine, and just about everybody that's watching this, they don't burn oil, they don't break down, they just go. You know, back in my day, man, if you went 20,000 miles on a shovel head, you went a long ways, and you might as well start tearing that motor down because it was going to need it.
Yep. Mine's probably by the time I get back from Daytona, I'll have 31,000 on mine.
Yeah, I think I got over 50 on mine. I had 2 of them once that both had over 50. So that was a lot of riding.
What year is yours?
Mine's 09.
So what is it? That's not the 103, is it? Is that the one before? What is that? Is that like a cubic inch? Is that a 90?
96. It came out as a 96.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Which, in my opinion, a 96 was the first few 96s, maybe all of them. They sucked. They just didn't have the power even the old 88-inch had.
Right.
Mine is not 96 no more.
So yeah, I got what you're saying. So you got 50,000 miles on it. Have you done any work to it other than like the like upgrades and stuff like that? Like anything major like happened to it or anything like that? Where you had to have
I don't know. Do you
no.
consider rebuilding the whole bottom end with a new crank and rods and everything? Would that be major?
Well, it sounds like it. But was that because you wanted to do it, or was that because the motor said, I'm kaput? And,
Well, back in 2015, out of Sturgis, me and Gunner and Spanky, we took the long way home, not really thinking about August going through Texas and Arizona probably wasn't a good idea because it just cooked my motor along with us. By the time I got home, the rod bushing, they don't have bearings, they have a bushing in there. It had started working its way out, and you can't repair that supposedly. You got to buy the whole crank. So it just cooked the motor on the way home. It was over 108, and we're going down the freeway trying to go, good speed because we wanted to get out of it. So I had to rebuild it.
Wow.
But when I did that, I went ahead and made it into a 103, and I already had good cams and all that. Put it all together. It runs really good now. No problems at all.
Right. Cool.
So, have you heard from Augie?
I have not heard from Augie. I see a couple Facebook posts from him here and there.
I don't know what he's doing to his bike, or if he got another one.
Will do, Vicky. Absolutely. Yeah, I've already got your picture kind of trimmed out. I just gotta edit the thumbnail together for next week. I'll get that together ASAP and get it to you. I usually try to on Friday evenings is when I'll set up the lives and put it out there. So I mean, on my end, I'll put I'll set it up on Friday, but you can do it whenever you feel. All right, hit us because I bet you got one of the best on here. I'm not talking about myself.
Okay, let's get this trivia.
Hit us.
I got one for everybody. How many of you know what the story of the bell is?
The story of the bell? I mean, other than just the Gremlin bell or the what they call it, the well, I guess it's the Gremlin bell.
Yeah, Gremlin bell. Yeah, there's a big story that goes with that.
I may have heard it, but it's probably.
It's a long one.
Hold on, let's see what she. Okay, go ahead and tell us the story of the Gremlin bell, and then.
Oh, it's a long one.
Oh, is it real long? Okay.
Yeah.
Which brand is responsible for embracing the green motorcycle curse?
Well, Kawasaki was green. If she's talking about brands, they made theirs green, and they made the one that was green. It was one of them was I think a 550, maybe 750. So that thing was like riding a chainsaw. I mean, it was fast. I know cops couldn't even catch up with that, from what I've been told.
Wow, I have no idea. KZ1000.
Is that what she's saying?
So that hold on. Well, no, I'm sorry. Rafink saying KZ1000.
That'd be a Kawasaki.
And Kawasaki is correct. Good job. I'm assuming the KZ1000 is the Kawasaki. Is that a Kawasaki?
Yeah. But why did they call it a curse? Because they were fast? There you go, Triple D. Answer that one. I'd like to see that Triple D if that's for true.
Well, I better see her down in Daytona.
Is it true?
I better. So, somebody, Triple D, tell us what is that curse? The green motorcycle.
What made the green one unlucky or bad luck?
As we wait, I want to throw some slides up here while we wait. Oh man, what happened to you? There we go. All right. So it wasn't made in the U.S. So that's what the curse was.
I don't want to break anybody's heart out there, but my very first bike, you would never guess what it was.
Well, I'll tell you, my first bike, it probably breaks some hearts too, but I don't. I'm sure you probably said it somewhere, Gary. I can't remember, but
yeah, I had a Kawasaki 85cc back in 1965, and that was one of the bigger bikes because they had the Honda 50s, and then you had Honda came out right around in there with a 150 Dream, which I bet if anybody on here could ever find a Honda Dream from the 60s, they would love it. Restored, it'd be an awesome bike.
Wow.
But I had the Kawasaki. I didn't have a Harley Davidson until I met Vicky, because I had a family before I had met Vicky, and I got rid of the family and took the hot-looking girl instead. Then I got a Harley.
Then you got a Harley?
Yeah. Needed one to keep up with Vicky.
Hey, these are some new slides I picked up today for anybody who's in. This is Cackleberry Campground's list of events that are going on here during the Bike Week. A little bit disappointed I don't see the Hollywood Knockouts on there, so I'm not sure. I put a message out to some contacts that I have for Hollywood Knockouts to see if they are going to be there or not, or because it's not listed on here. So if you guys look at that, I'm just going to throw these random. Let's see, remove. I got one more, and this was pretty cool that I seen because Broken Spoke is going to be having I guess rodeo games is what they call them. Slow race, barrel roll, weenie bite on Monday the 6th. That's pretty cool. Okay, so let's get back to, so my first bike was a Suzuki Savage 650.
Can you see those trophies up there?
Yeah.
That's from quite a few of those are from motorcycle rodeos.
So, I mean, there's probably not a whole lot of people on here that can ever, I mean, there probably is, but everybody probably started out with something that's other than a Harley.
Well,
I mean, my first bike wasn't a Harley. I had
Mr. G had a Yamaha.
And even Robbie, he's got a Yamaha. And I'm hoping that his second bike will be a Harley probably here in the next couple months. He goes.
You figure them are spendy bikes. They were even spendy. They were spendy when in 1965. When I got my first bike, them Harleys were your eyeballs just wow, they were cool. Even though they were old, beat up bikes back then, they weren't no. I didn't ever see a show bike till in the 80s probably, but right. People can't afford them.
No, I mean, just I get on the Facebook Marketplace here, and every Harley and really everything is probably twice the amount as any of the other bikes. The Yamahas, Harley, Suzuki, whatever it is that you're looking at, a Harley is at least twice the price.
Well, here's something you might think about if you're thinking about getting a Harley. Back in 90s, You know, Shane, he's talked before. His first Harley, I built it for him. But what I was doing, and you may be able to still do this, is you can go to the police departments. I was going down to California, and they would auction off their old cop bikes, and then you could buy it. And at that time, I bought my first one for what was it, $3,500. I mean, it was an old cop bike, had 50,000 miles on it. That's the one I think I sold. I bought quite a few of them, but then the prices went up because Arlen Ness and all them guys figured that out too, and they were going and bidding against me, and then the prices got so high that you couldn't do anything. But you might want to check that and see if they're still because. And what made me think of that is you were talking about the Jap bikes and the Harley Davidson. The last time I went down and picked up a Harley down there in Sacramento, they had them all parked there. You know, it's an auction. Yeah. And here was 5 or 6 Harleys that were sold, and people hadn't picked up yet. But there was a whole bullpen full of Kawasaki's that they had switched over. They wasn't using Harleys anymore because somebody in the government they said they got a $5 lower bid from Kawasaki. So they bought all the Kawasaki's, and they were selling the Harleys for more than they paid for them. So they were just new bikes all the time. Well, the Kawasaki's, they couldn't give them away.
Right.
So, you know, but they don't have Harleys anymore, but I bet there's some places around there it might have.
I want to look into that. I appreciate you bringing that up.
Yeah.
I'm going to look into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that Vicky's first bike was a Harley. Harley Sportster Load 1200.
What year?
Was and is. Well, I think you just got your endorsement, what, last year? I can't say that I have.
Oh, yeah, them Honda Matics, they were pretty cool. I've rode one, but I never did own one.
Look who's in the house.
Lone Star.
Lone Star Rider. What's up, Lone Star? Hey, if you guys are on here, and you guys need to go and subscribe to Lone Star. They're him and Crazy Dave's trailer. Crazy, what is it? Dave's Crazy Trailer is they're getting ready to do here in about 3 weeks or so. They're getting ready to do the 48 and 48, and Lone Star is he is raising money for diabetes. So he also has a website that I do not have prepared, but it is 48-48.com. As a matter of fact, let me try to throw that up here real quick, and you'll see what it looks like.
Hey, Lone Star, you got your route figured out yet?
Right there. And you can donate. I think he's taking donations in a few different ways. So I think he's taking donations per state, probably just regular old donations. But everything is 100% going to the American Diabetes Association. Correct me if I'm wrong, Lone Star.
Oh, she got her first bike in 2008?
Yeah, 2 years. Oh, so you got your permit or your endorsement 2 years ago.
Yeah, I love that color of the 2008 bike.
She's got a nice bike.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes you can even see the bike if she's not on
it. You ever see one of those videos? They say, "What color was the grass?"
Yeah.
And you're going like, "What grass?"
I don't know why, but when she's there, it's just like kind of hard to see anything else.
That's a compliment. Vicky.
Depending on weather, huh?
Pledge per
Well, I wouldn't go north until April.
Pledge per state. Now these guys are going to tough it out, so they're going to be heading out soon, right around Daytona.
Yeah.
I was asking Dave. I said,
they better stay over there with Augie for a month.
I can't believe they're going to be like in Maine and what, Minnesota and Wisconsin, all up in the let's see, what is all up in there? Montana and North Dakota and all those.
Montana's going to be cold.
Yeah,
there's going to be snow. There's the places they won't be able to get in March. That's why we're waiting till the end of March.
If it was me, I'd find out a path and leave 6 weeks before Sturgis.
There you got some weather.
But it's already going to be decently warm in places, if not, it's going to be warm. And in my route in Sturgis, South Dakota. Somehow, I don't care. Even if you got to hit states twice.
You could do your Sturgis. You could do the route, go through Sturgis, and back home.
But I'm a wuss. I don't ride when it's cold.
Nope. It's hard.
Hey, 50 is my cutoff. And I'm not going on any long rides if it's 50. I went last week. It was 52 here. And I went on about 30 minutes only because I wanted to get the bike fired up because I'd done some maintenance on it. And I want to make sure everything was working properly before I head to Daytona.
Yeah.
But I'll probably do the same thing tomorrow.
Next month, sometime, I'm going to uncover everything and make sure the RV's good to go. But you guys will probably be, you'll probably be back before I even head out.
Yeah, let's see. I think we're heading back on the 11th of March, and I'll probably be home on the 12th. I don't know, either very, very late Saturday or I might just be back home on the Sunday because how we are doing it is, hold on, let's see. Right. Right now, the plan is I'm going to probably have to work until at least 2:00 on Friday the 3rd. And then ZZ is about 3.5 miles. I'm sorry, 3.5 hours. That'd be nice if it was 3.5 miles, 3.5 hours from my house. So, but I'm going to be packed and ready to go. So, and probably.
So you're going to go down there and then load your bike on his trailer and you guys are both going?
We're going to take my truck because I'm trailering down to his house, and because I only have a single motorcycle trailer, and basically we'll unload my bike and put it on his trailer with his bike, and we'll use my truck. We'll use my truck, and we will trailer down because I think he's got a diesel, and I think diesel's still over $4 a gallon. I think. At least
depends on what he's got. He don't have a Dodge, does he? I think he's got a Ford.
I think he's got a Ford, I think.
Yeah, see, if you had the Dodge, like mine, it gets good enough mileage that it offsets the price.
Oh, okay. I don't know what well, I know like I have a Tundra, and I'm expecting to get pulling that trailer of 2 bikes probably between 13 and 14 miles a gallon.
Yeah.
But I have a 38-gallon gas tank on that, so it is what it is, and we just split the gas. So
yeah.
Let's see.
Hey, Foster, I bet you'd like to have one of those Dreams right now. I bet they're worth some money, them Honda Dreams. You don't even know what they are, do you? Go with.
No, I'm going to have to Google it.
Yeah, they are. Picture a full dress Harley, only without the saddlebags, Kind of looks like a full dress Harley, only it's a 150cc, and I think they made a 300cc.
Wow.
I think it was. But they were just cool. They were all encased. The frame and everything, it wasn't like a spoke, like a frame on a motorcycle now. They were just like stamped out of metal, then put together and everything. They were really cool. Everybody hated them back then because you couldn't do nothing with them. You couldn't chop them because there wasn't no frame. And
Huh.
nobody liked them. But boy, right now to find a one in mint condition, I bet they'd be worth a lot of money. Cummins power, yep.
15. I don't know. Oh, I think that's that might be the year of his bike. I'm not sure.
Or it's mileage.
Yeah, see?
74 Yamaha DT
Yeah,
Enduro. Yeah. I had a what was it? My last dirt bike was I think it was a 250 Suzuki. I owned it for 20 minutes before I wrecked it.
And I'll be honest with you, growing up, I don't even think I was probably, I know I wasn't 16 yet. I know it was early teens. I was always saying that, I wrote, because I knew some, my best friend at the time, his parents had motorcycles, but they had Hondas, and one of them was a Honda Goldwing. And I always did like a bike, and this has been a long, long time ago. And even after I ever owned my first bike, I was like, I really want to get me a Honda Goldwing, but and I'm sure they're great bikes. I know they're great bikes, but
I'm sure they are.
I every time I see, because I watch a lot of YouTube and I see him working on these things, and it's like the labor that you got to go through to
just to get to something.
To do something is it just blows my mind. And so I just prefer to not have to do that. But I actually always did want one.
Yeah, that's what Charlie is. That big yellow thing of his is a Goldwing.
You had a Sears mini bike, huh?
Oh yeah, I remember the Sears bike.
Well, I could actually sit here and say that the Yamaha motorcycle that I mean, it's a mini bike. I mean, well, his Honda or Yamaha is a motorcycle, but I want to say 3 or 4 years ago, we got him one of those Coleman mini bikes. It's a 200cc, and that was really his first motorized, I guess, two-wheel whatever mini bike that
How long before you think your boy's going to be ready for Sturgis?
I was talking to him. Let's see, what is today? Saturday? I guess it was last night. I was talking to him kind of briefly. I was like, "Are you going to be ready for Sturgis this year?" And he's like, "Maybe." I said, "Would you want to go?" He said, "Yeah." And I kept thinking, man, I would really have to figure that out, because he can do a lot of stuff, but he can't do everything.
He needs to be able to do everything out there. It could be dangerous.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know, but there's a lot. We see kids there, but he's not really a kid. Hell, he's as big as I am. He's a skinny version of me. And hell, he's even trying to grow a beard. So I don't know. He may pass. He may pass at a lot of these places. Who knows? But I said, you might have to stay with the ladies on Tuesday.
Well, I know me and Charlie, if we're out there, we're going to the races that day. He could go with us there.
There you go.
We'll take care of him. We'll put him under our wings.
We'll keep that in mind for sure.
Well, we took Eric, Vicky's boy, out there when he was 16. He turned 17 that week while he was out there. But he had been riding his bike for probably about a year, to school, to work, everywhere. So he was pretty good rider. He had started out like your son did. I got him a little little bitty bike. They played around it within the yard, and then I got him a off-road bike. Did that for a while, so he was pretty good. But he was still pretty nervous out there when you got that many other people around you.
And I'm sure he would be. But I mean, he'll have, not only will he have had that, because he's taken his riding course at the end of April. So we're hoping that he will have his endorsement by then, and then we will have gotten him a bigger bike, preferably. I'm trying to find him at least a Sportster of some sort, which is going to be way bigger than the Yamaha 250, that he has now. And he will have almost the entire summer to get better, because he's already rode from about July of last year, and I think we put it up here probably maybe early November. So he's had a few months here on his permit, and then he'll have the majority of next year. So hopefully he'll be pretty good and wouldn't be a.
Would you ride out or would you trailer?
Well, I would probably trailer. I mean, that's a long ways. I don't. It's no big deal for me, but could he do it? I don't know. He might be able to do it. I don't know. Well, the thing is I got to see how, because I go to the highway because it's so far. I don't know. I mean, I'd have to see how he would do.
You're going to want to take him on a overnight trip somewhere, quite a distance, to see how he does it.
Oh, let's see. What was Foster? Yeah, what I did with his little mini bike was I bought a Harley Davidson, 2 Harley Davidson stickers, and I put them on the side of the tank where it says Coleman. So I guess officially, unofficially, he's already had his first Harley. It was that Harley Davidson Coleman 200cc.
Yeah, looks like ZZ had a Suzuki there.
Dirt bike, I mean, I've never owned a dirt. Well, no, I never owned a dirt bike. I had a mini bike frame, and my thing was
I can show you scars from my last dirt bike.
I believe that. I had a mini bike that didn't have a motor, and I would always walk it up the hill and get on it and just coast down the hill about 30 miles an hour. It had no brakes.
Oh, yeah, you don't need brakes.
74. Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see about that, because I know he's. Let's see. We're going to have to play that one by ear and see if he can go out there.
You got a pickup, right? And it's got a bed on it, so you could stick one bike in the bed and trailer the other.
Yep.
So you can do that.
Yep.
As long as he can handle the traffic out there and not get hurt.
Well, we don't really try to be racing and stuff while we're out there. So
it's the other people.
Yeah. You just got to, ride and just let them go around if they're going to go around.
Mr. G, I did the same thing, but I killed the dog.
Oh my gosh.
Then it was my neighbor's dog. He wanted to kill me because I wasn't even supposed to be riding on the road. But that dog bit me pretty good before he died, I'll tell you.
Wow. That's crazy.
That Mr. G and all these people on here, I just really like to party with them sometimes. But we can't get Mr. G away from them sheep. I've heard about them guys and sheep. Once they like them sheep, you ain't getting them nowhere. I heard he's got a pair of Velcro shafts.
Velcro shafts. Oh man!
I bet he's a laughing. I can see
him. This is the fellow up there in Columbus, Ohio, isn't it?
No, Mr. G. He's from.
Or am I thinking somebody else? Huh?
Tail of the Dragon.
Okay.
He lives. He has a big get together out there, and I think it's in June or July this year. It's just too far to go, but there's a lot of people. It's getting popular. It's getting popular.
Who's the one that runs that live all day long? That you met down in Yuma?
No, that's let's see, MD 168.
MG. Okay.
Yeah, that's Mike.
Okay. I was getting confused. Yeah, they don't live far from me, but I've never met them. But
oh yeah, that's right. They don't. Boy, they're down there enjoying that dang Arizona right now. That's where I wish I was. I'll be there next year.
you going down there?
I'm headed down there for next winter.
I might have to retire early.
Yeah,
I'm getting tired of working. I'm getting tired of working.
I'll tell you what, working sucks.
It takes too much of my time.
From what I can remember. I've been retired for 20 years.
Jiminy crickets.
Well, let's see.
That's pretty early because what was that, 50?
I did. 50. Well, no, let's see, not 20 years because I retired at 58.
Okay, so
62, 72. So
you're 72?
Yeah.
Oh.
You want to see my ID?
I believe you if you say it.
So you figure I'm about 14 years in. 15 years retired.
Yeah, I'm due to retire when I'm 57, but I might have to retire early.
I'll tell you what, don't wait. Anybody a lot of people will say, well, I'm going to wait till I can get my full retirement. Next thing you know, they're dead. They didn't get any.
I think the older I get, the more I hate work.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I was a truck driver, and I loved truck driving until I quit, and I don't ever want to get in another one.
Yeah. Raf Fink.
He ain't talking about them balloons, is he?
Yeah.
Well, was that a stupid thing or not? I mean, they let that thing fly all the way over every place but Hawaii. The only place that didn't fly over, and they shoot it down after it's gathered all its information. That's the Democrats. But they've shot down 3. Did you know that? They shot down 3 in the last 3 days.
Yeah, I heard they got another one.
Yeah, they got.
I think it's Canada. I think they said it was in northern Canada.
They got one in Canada, one in Alaska. Maybe they're just 2. Just those 2.
They shot the one down on the East Coast leaving.
Yeah.
That's the one you're talking about, how it's already went all the way across the United States, and then they shot it down.
Yeah.
And then a couple of days ago, they shot one down up there. Was it Alaska?
Yeah.
I can't remember. That was the second one. Now today they said they shot one in northern Canada, so that's 3.
Yeah. The bad thing is them guys can spread all kinds of viruses by sprinkling it out of that thing going over America. They also got some of those balloons that carry missiles. That's just stupid for them to let that go across.
Yep. Yeah, and
they were afraid to shoot it down in Montana. They didn't want to hit anybody. In Montana? Have them people ever been to Montana? You'd have to try real hard to hit somebody in that state. Their own congressman said the only thing you're going to hit is a prairie dog. You ain't going to hit people.
You gonna kill a whole town of prairie dogs?
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's right, Mr. G. He can't pop a balloon. He got enough hot air he could fill one.
So you don't know when you're going to leave exactly to head east, huh?
No, we're just going to watch the weather. As soon as it looks 10 days out, we're watching. As soon as 10 days out, it looks like it's going to be warm. Then we're going to start getting ready because that'll give us 10 days to get everything packed up and all. We
Okay.
tried this out the other day, towing it. It does fine. So I'm still wanting to get different tires to tow it with.
Did you put it on a camper and tow it?
My pickup.
Oh, okay.
And we put the tow. I got all the tow stuff. Videos are coming. Everything's hooked up, and so it works
So
great.
what is it got like a ball hitch on the front of it?
On this?
Yeah.
No, it's got a. Yeah. See if you can see it right behind me. Right behind me, right there. Let's see. You can see. That's my breakaway switch, and right there is where your tow bar hooks onto this side, and then on the other side, and then you got a brake system that hooks into it, because in 99% of the states, you got to have a breakaway switch that turns the brakes on. You got to have brakes on the Jeep. Anything over 2,500 pounds, over 2,000 pounds in a lot of states.
I know that's the way it is in Ohio.
Yeah, so you might as well do it, because you know you're going to be going through a state. And then if you have a wreck and you don't have one on there, you're liable. So you want to make it sure it's on there.
Wow. So do you have to set that a certain way when you're towing it? I know we talked about this quite a bit.
The rig itself?
Yeah, your Jeep.
Yeah, you put the four-wheel drive into neutral. Once it's in neutral, none of the transmissions, nothing is spinning.
Okay.
So that's the best way. And the thing I found out about the Jeep, they make these for that. It doesn't have a locking steering wheel.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to worry about that. Everything seemed to be made to make it tow easier for the customer. So we're trying to get it lighter, because it's still a little heavy.
Yeah.
I think I'll leave Vicky at home. That'll knock off 200 pounds right there. She didn't hear me.
Yeah, you better not say that too loud. 12 valve Cummins in the Jeep. He said put a 12.
That's kind of the reason I bought this one, is because it's got the special motor that just came out in 2012 that's supposed to last 300,000 miles. This one, and it's the 2013, so that's why we were looking for this year. But the Cummins would give me some good mileage, but man, would that be heavy to tow. I need the Cummins in the RV.
Yeah. Is that a gas or a diesel?
The RV?
The Jeep, is that gas?
It's gas. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a V6. Well, buddy, we've been on here an hour, and I don't think nobody's going to join us.
Yeah, I mean, I put the invitation out there to whoever wanted to get on here, but yeah, well, that's perfectly fine. Does anybody on here have anything they want to talk about Daytona, or maybe ask Gary why he's on here? Otherwise, we'll call the video and say that to make sure you tune in next week on Sunday, 8 p.m. for Highway Vixen will be on here. And that will be the last video prior to Daytona. And the next time you see me live will be probably either on the way to Daytona or
Cool Whip all the way up to here.
Huh?
You'll have Cool Whip up all the way up to here next time they see you.
Well, I don't.
You may have to take your own Cool Whip. I
don't know if you've seen the other videos, but our good friend Tiffany that we met down there at One Eye Jack's. She lives in Daytona, and she's working at one of the events out there, and I've already contacted her and talked to her. So I am going to try and swing by and say hi. And she mentioned that she was going to have all her props.
No. Wow. Oh boy, you better. Hey, we'll see you later, Mr. G. We're out of here also.
Take an
Glad you
extra
got to
pair.
follow us.
Was you getting ready to say take a pair of extra underwear?
Yeah, you better take. Yeah, you better take extra underwear for sure. Surprise her and don't wear any.
Oh.
Say, reach down there. They're down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll be clean, but take me an extra.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
guys.
boys, I got to get on the treadmill.
Go do your walking, and I'll
Yeah.
see you. I'll probably see you next week somewhere. I don't know Highway Vixen will be on here. Everybody, make sure they tune into that because that's going to be a hoot.
I'll try to catch it.
All right, I'm going to save some of this screwball for next week. If you see me, Triple
Sure.
D, I'm saving this for next week. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks, Gary. Appreciate you, man.
See y'all later.
Yep. Yellowstone. Better get some beer for next week, Rat Fink.
We'll see you, Cool Whip. Thanks for the invite.
Take it easy. See y'all later. I'm in it. Sunday, 8 p.m. Vicky or Highway Vixen.